So welcome students to this video related to computer graphics. In this lecture and next few lectures, we will focus on the basic programs related to computer graphics in language C. We will be using the built-in functions over there. The compiler we are using is the Turbo C compiler. So the first thing we have to do, as we discussed in previous lectures also, the first thing that is required is we need to include graphics.h. This is the header file which includes the built-in functions related to this graphics. So we need to include graphics.h first of all in our program. And secondly, we need to declare these variables. This is for driver and this is for graphics mode. We need two extra variables for the graphics program. One is for the driver, that we will be using in our program, and second is the graphics mode that is used to set the resolution of the screen. If we initialize this particular variable with the detect, this is the enums which is already defined in the graphics.h. If we use this particular word over here, you have to use in the capital letters, then it will automatically detect for the graphics driver that is available, and it will initialize the information related to that particular driver to this variable G driver. And also one more thing it will do, it will set the best possible resolution that is possible for that particular driver that it has detected in our system. It will initialize that particular mode resolution in this, the information related to that resolution in this particular variable G mode. So these are the variables which we need to pass to the initgraph library function. Initgraph is the library function that we use in graphics programs. It converts the text mode to the graphics mode. So for the graphics programming, we need to draw the pictures, we need to draw the images on that screen. So we have to change the text mode to the graphics mode. We have to change the screen from the text mode to the graphics mode. Initgraph is the inbuilt function which takes three parameters. The first one is the pointer of int type, second is also pointer of int type, and third is the pointer of the character type. In first, we pass the address of this G driver variable, which is related to the driver graphics driver. We pass the address of this variable. Second variable we pass in the second, as the second parameter we pass the address of the G mode, which is the second variable that we had declared earlier in our program, which is for the resolution. And third one is the path where this BGI folder is located. You have to look in your system where this particular BGI folder is located. It keeps all the files, all the graphics libraries in it. So you need to specify the path of this BGI folder as a third parameter. So this init graph, the first two are the int pointers, and third is the string pointer, character pointer. In first, we need to pass the address of the driver. Second is for resolution, and third is the path of the BGI folder. Basically, it will initialize the screen to the graphics mode. We are setting the color again. We are calling the inbuilt function set color. By default, the color we use to draw the images is white. Here we can change the color. 16 colors are available for this Turbo C compiler. And set color, we can use this particular member function, this particular library function. And we can pass the parameter over here. We can give the numeric name, or we can pass enum that we have defined, and or otherwise we can give the numeric value which corresponds to that particular color. So here we are passing the yellow. Next two commands, getch we are ignoring. Getch that is just to hold the screen for some time until and unless you enter the next character. So these two come inbuilt functions. We are calling these inbuilt functions which have already been defined in graphics.h. These are used to draw two diagonal lines. So it will draw the diagonal lines over the screen. First one, as we already discussed in our previous lectures, that in graphics, the 0, 0 coordinate, 0, 0 point is at the top left corner of the screen. So it is not at the bottom left corner, rather it is at the top left corner of the screen. So this is line, we pass four parameters of int type. The first two parameters are for point 1. These are the coordinates for point 1. This is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate. And next two are for point 2. This is the x coordinate for point 2 and this is the y coordinate for the point 2. So four parameters are passed. Basically these relate to 2 points, the starting point and the end point, and for each point we need two coordinates, the x coordinate and the y coordinate. So this is the starting point 0, 0 and get max x and get max y. This is the end point. So we are using the inbuilt functions again. Get max x, it will return the maximum value that we can have in the x direction, and it will return the maximum value that we can have in the y direction. So get max x, get max y, this will return, basically it will return the point that is at the bottom right corner of the screen. So it will draw a line from the top left corner to the bottom right corner of the screen. Similarly, the next, it will take the first point as 0 and second point as get max y, the y coordinate of the first point. That is, this point is basically at the bottom left corner, and this point is related to the top right corner. So again, it will draw a diagonal line from the bottom left to the top right corner of the screen. So these two commands will draw the diagonal lines. Next, 4 line commands. Again, we are using the line inbuilt library functions. And these the dimensions, the values we are passing over here for each line function, it will basically result in drawing of the boundary of the screen. It will draw all the boundaries, all the 4 boundaries of the screen. So line 0, 0, get max x, and 0, it will draw the top line. The next, this command will draw the right line of the screen, right border of the screen. Then the third line, this will draw the bottom line of the screen, and this will draw the left side of the border, left side of the screen. So next two commands are related to drawing of circle. As we already discussed, the circle takes 3 parameters. First two, all the 3 values are of numeric type, and first 2 values are related to the center. First is the x coordinate of the center, and second value is the y coordinate of the center, and the third one is the radius of that particular circle. So this is the center. Get max x we can pass directly the values over here, but we are using the another inbuilt function over here to find the center point of the screen. So it will return the maximum of value that is possible in the x dimension, and we are dividing that value by 2. So it will give us the point, it will give us the position of that particular pixel which is at the mid of the x dimension, and it will give the mid of the y dimension. So basically we will get the center point of the screen over here, and this is the radius. This is the maximum radius that we can have in the x direction, and this is the maximum that we can have in the y direction. So basically it will draw 2 circles. The center of both circles is same, but the one of them, the first one will touch the X dimension and second one will touch the Y dimensions of the of border on the screen. Next is how can we show the message on the screen. We can use the inbuilt function out text xy. Again, we are changing the color to display the message on the screen. Set color blue. We are setting the color blue. Up to now, we were using yellow color for our drawing. Now we have again called the library function set color blue. Now it will set the color blue and next out text xy. This is the function. This is the library function which is used to show some text on the screen, and xy, these are the coordinates at what particular it will. This will specify at what particular position on the screen we have to show that particular message. So we are using getmax x divided by 2 and getmax y divided by 2. So basically it will give the coordinates at the center of the screen, and the message we are displaying over here is welcome to the world of the graphics. To the world of graphics. So this message will be shown on the mid of the screen, and the screen is right now in graphics mode. Next, this loop is used to demonstrate how you can scroll a message on the screen, how the animations can be implemented in your program. So for I, we are using a loop over here for scrolling the message. In the loop, what we are doing, we are clearing the device every time. Clear screen we use for the text mode, but when we are using it in graphics mode, it will not work. It will not work in for the graphics mode, we need to use the library function clear device. Basically, clear screen will work, but it will not clear the screen the way we want. So clear device is the library function that we can use to clear the screen, and it will result in black screen again. Out text xy, this is the same library function that we are using over here, but the difference is the parameters we are passing over here, the values we are giving over here, we are keeping the y coordinate fixed, which is the mid of the y dimension, but we are changing the value of x dimension every time. So it will keep on recalculating the x dimension, it will keep on updating the x dimension, and every time the message is displayed on the screen, it will be displayed at the updated values, at the updated coordinate values, and the updated coordinate values, the y dimension is fixed, the value of y dimension is fixed, which is the mid of the screen in the y direction. And but we are changing the value of I. We are starting it with 0, so the message will start displaying from the leftmost point on the screen, and then it will reach up to the rightmost point. Get max x, it will reach up to the maximum point in the right, and then we are increasing it by 5. This is the step value that we are using to increment the variable, increment the x dimension. You can use it either 1, 2, 3, 4, up to you. How many pixels you want to jump at every step. So clear device, out text xy, we are just updating the value of x coordinate, and y coordinate we have kept it fixed, and then again the message will be displayed. Delay 50. This is the value. This is the library function we are using over here to delay the execution of the next command. It will delay for 50 milliseconds so that you can visualize the effect. You can visualize the message with clearly. You get the sufficient time to look for the effects. So it will run in the loop. Every time it will clear the device, it will change the location of the message, so it will look like the message is moving from left to right. This is the way we can implement the animations in our program. We can move our images, we can move our text in our programs. Next, after coming out of the loop, we are again using the getch and close graph. This is again the library function we are using, which is related to graphics. It is used, init graph is used to initialize the mode to the graphics mode, and it is basically again close graph is used to unload the graphics drivers and to set the screen back to the text mode. So this is the program. Let us run this program. So these are the diagonal lines. Then there were 4 commands. There were 4 inline implement function. We had called the line inbuilt function 4 times for the top, for the right line, for the bottom line, and for the left border of the screen. So this is how these lines will be drawn on the screen. Next two were in the next 2 lines we had called a circle inbuilt function. So it will draw circle. It is touching these dimensions, and in the next circle it will touch the top and bottom dimensions of the top and bottom borders of the screen. In the next, we had shown this message, welcome to the world of the graphics. This message was, for this message, we had set the color blue. So it is showing the message in blue color, and the coordinates that we had specified for this out text XY were in the mid of the screen. So it will display the message at the mid of the screen. In the next, after that we were implementing the for loop for the animation of same message. So it will start from the left and it will move up to the right border. You can modify the code that again it comes to the left and again it goes to the move. You can modify this program so that it keeps on scrolling from left to right until and unless you close your program. So this is how you can use line, init graph, close graph, how you can use clear device, how can you display messages over the screen, and how animations can be implemented in your program. So this is all for right now. Have great time. Stay home, stay safe.